They won that
Sake Bomb Funny.
But what do you
Check out their
agree,
5-star rating on Yelp.
They
Whenever
get-
people go
they
to Sake
get raw.
Bomb Bistro, they always give
They
rave
get raw.
reviews. They don't call Sake Bomb
Jordan
Bistro
again.
the bomb.
That's a lot of work.
For catering, go to www.sakebombistro.com or call 508-754-2426 or 508-754-2427. Sake Bomb Bistro.
And we are back. It is your boy Truth It, here to address any and all things when it's time to, and it's time to, and I am here with the one, the only, Trooper Joe. Trooper Joe is in the building, people.
Yes, I am in the building. Thank you. Thank you, people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm deserving. No.
Well, Troop, last year, the big issue, do you remember, was ATVs.
ATV.
Everybody was on their little dirt bikes riding in the streets and their little motorbikes and everything. And the police cracked down on that, and they were taking the motorbikes and dirt bikes away from teenagers because they were riding in the city streets with them and becoming a public nuisance. Well, guess what those kids did? They decided to trade in their ATVs for just regular street dirt bikes and 10-speed bicycles.
Yeah.
And now they've been doing things like riding on riding on the handlebars, doing papa wheelies, all kinds of stuff in the streets where people are driving.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that they probably talked about. The city council probably talked about last night that was high on their list.
Yeah, for hours probably.
Hours on end, because it's a big, huge problem. The police department is out to nip in the bud a growing cause for complaint: teenagers riding bikes recklessly. Police officers have begun confiscating bikes from teen riders, creating a danger on city streets, and will continue to do so, according to Police Chief Stephen M. Sargent. He said officers will also make arrests, if warranted, for disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct. In addition, the department has created a task force to address the problem with a focus on education and enforcement. Officers will be proactive in stopping the behavior, Chief Sargent promised. The department has received numerous complaints recently about teens riding bikes into oncoming traffic and veering away at the last minute, a new trend called swerving.
It's not new, folks.
That's an old trend?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before.
Well, look, the name has been changed, but that's how you rode a bike as a kid.
Right?
You know? I don't know. Come on, people. Let's be. They're kids.
Yep.
If they are kids, let them be kids. Where are they going to ride their bike? You going to destroy Christmas?
There's parks, there's fields. Troop, I am 100% against you on this one.
Okay.
Get those little mother fathers off the streets.
Not me.
They are all, they are too, you said earlier you were worried about someone bumping into your car.
Yeah.
What if they do one of these swerving things? You just driving down the street, minding your business, and out of nowhere, one comes out of the street and then swerves at the last minute, causing you to get into a car accident.
No, I'm controlling my car, you know, and stuff. But I can't. I, in all honesty, and all my heart, and everything, I can't put restraints on kids for being kids. It doesn't feel right. I was a kid. We used to make little go-karts and find the biggest hill we could find in Jamaica Plain that empties out into the Jamaica Way and ride a go-kart down. You can't stop the thing when you get the momentum going into traffic. Yeah, kids are stupid.
Right.
Yes, I'll give them that. But it's like, they're kids. Let them be kids.
No. Do you know what? Do you know what they call putting control or putting the thing restraints on kids? You know what they call that?
What's that?
Parenting.
Parenting.
You're supposed to put restraints on kids, because if not, the kids would run reckless and do stupid things like run into oncoming traffic and almost get killed. This is insane.
You just can't dictate to the kids you can't have bikes. That's what they're saying.
No, they're saying you can't have bikes and ride in the streets towards people.
It's like, where do you ride a bike?
Okay, so
In the street.
or at the park.
or the sidewalk.
Okay.
Which one they want now? They gonna well, we got too many kids riding bikes on the sidewalk.
And there's one thing that you see, the subjective phrase in there is riding their bikes.
Yeah.
If kids were just riding their bikes, going down the hill a little fast, slowing down, obeying the traffic laws, the stop signs and the lights and stuff like that, then that would be fine. It's not against riding their bikes, it's riding your bike recklessly. It's just like saying, how can you suspend someone's driver's license for driving? Well, because he wasn't just driving, he was driving recklessly to endanger.
I think this all comes down to this is a punishment again for poor people.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm going to be honest with you. The little rich kids that live up on the hill can ride their bike any place they want to on the street, do whatever they want to on the street because they can, because there's not a whole lot of traffic. The inner city kids, now you can't ride your bike on the street because you're a hazard to the kids, to the people that are driving on the street. The drivers too got to take responsibilities for themselves. They have to be like that. The kids have to take responsibilities for themselves. There has to be a better way to address a problem like that. You give them awareness or something. Make it so that there's a competition or something like that the kids can go and practice places and then race the bikes, have a kid race day or something. Something that's going to make them so that energy and that need for adventure and stuff is being used. But going in there, you can't ride your bikes here. And the kids know, well, hey, how come the kids up on the hill can ride their bikes and play? And I can't go up on the hill and ride my bike. Because then it's like you don't live here, so you can't come here. It's like this is are they punishing people for being poor? I had to think about that one.
True. If 5 or 6 kids surround my car on bicycles, kick them out.
Kick them out.
Take their bikes.
If 5 or 6 kids surround your car on bicycles, slow down and stop. It's like you gotta share the whole road with everybody. And running over a kid, you ain't gonna like the sound they make.
Okay.
Crying for their mother and stuff.
Don't
run them over. But I can't in all honesty, within my heart think that you gotta punish with your bike.
Privilege, it gets taken away.
I think that you're right. You're absolutely right. It's a privilege to ride your bike on the street and stuff. And if you abuse that privilege, then the privilege should be taken away. But first, you got to let the kids know that it's a privilege to ride the bike in there. And you got to let the kids know by somehow interacting with those kids down there. And I don't know how you're going to do it, folks, but let them know this isn't acceptable behavior. Not put it in the paper. I don't know a kid who reads the paper. It's like just by enforcing something that's not even a law, because you said it was a privilege, so it's not a law. So how do you enforce something that's not a law and you're just enforcing this on a child who has no voice because they don't vote? Kids, stand up. I'm for you. But be smart. And I know that's hard. I was a kid just 2 days ago. I was a kid. I'm still a kid. Be smart. And I think that the adults have to show a little bit more a creative type of engagement with the kids. You can't expect the kid to be you, an adult. It's not going to work.
Okay.
That's what I think anyway. So kids, ride your bike safely, ride them fast, ride them hard, ride them safely, but ride them safely, and adults, drive your cars safely too. And pedestrians, y'all are best.
It's not, the bikes are worse, the bike riders are worse than pedestrians. They're in the middle of the streets doing stunts, doing flips on their bikes, standing up on their bicycles, riding with their legs on the handlebars, and it's causing cars to slow down, causing traffic jams. They are a public nuisance. They should be dealt with. And you can charge a kid with disorderly conduct, or there's another charge. Trust me, there's laws out there that there's stuff you can charge them with.
I'd like to see or hear about the laws about riding your bike. You don't need a license to ride a bike. So I don't laws. You got a bike for Christmas and you want to ride it. And you go to ride it like you see on TV. TV, I ain't going to go to the influences of TV, but don't they call that the extreme sports that's on every channel all the time?
Yes.
They just don't have, the inner city's not structured for that.
Well, then they should, exactly.
They should live there.
They're no, they shouldn't be doing their bike there because the city's not constructed for it.
So you're punishing them for being poor.
True. That's just like saying there's not a lot of places to box in the city, so I'm just going to stand in the middle of Kelly Square and start boxing and having boxing training.
That's not
the same exact thing.
No, it's not, because the opposite end of that there exists. The kids up on the hill can ride their bikes in the middle of the street anyway, anytime they want to.
Not if they're doing tricks.
The kids who live in they do tricks up there. They can put little planks up there and do jumps up there. They haven't done that in the city. They stand on the bike and they look dangerous and they ride the bike. They don't have planks where you're doing jumps and stuff. They have those. Kids put those in the affluent neighborhoods.
So their lives should be put at risk because it's not fair.
No, their lives, they're kids.
True, driving in the traffic is risking your life. True.
It is, but you're a kid. They don't have any vulnerability.
Kids
they don't have any brains.
Oh, right, and they're gonna have less brains if they get hit by a car too.
They're gonna be hurt.
Yeah, they're gonna be hurt.
And the driver of the car is gonna be upset, and there's a lot of bad things that can come by that.
Right, so you do that to prevent it.
I said, yeah, be smart, and the police and the city council and all the people should have some kind of awareness to bring a real solid awareness to this here and make something so that the kids in the inner city can actually go and engage in doing this kind of activities and stuff.
Dare Worcester police charge every single one of them with disorderly conduct and disturbing the peace and arrest their little behinds.
And for being poor, make sure you put on their add-on and this is what you get for being poor and living in the city.
Blame your parents for moving into the city. They should have lived in a rural country if they wanted these stupid Dukes of Hazzard teens to be going over jumps and running away from police and flips and stuff. You should have moved to a place where you can do that and get away with that crap.
Yeah, it's like rough out there. It's rough in the inner city. It's rough because they can't even be a kid anymore. You gotta be grown. You gotta, as soon as you enter into this world, you have to register to vote and get your driver's license.
Yep.
You gotta be full grown. No. I can't go with that. But I have to say one more time, kids, you have to be smart. You know, you're gonna have to do it someday anyway. So might as well practice a little bit and being smart and being courteous to other people's needs and stuff. You can take the high road as a kid and be more courteous and stuff. But I'm totally against arresting kids and taking away their bikes just because they're poor. And that's basically all it's coming down to. They're poor. Where else they gonna ride it? Up trees?
Dear Worcester
They ain't got
teens.
trees.
Dear Worcester teens, I was poor like you growing up. I had my bicycle, but I wasn't an idiot and rode it into the middle of traffic, causing cars to swerve. Either get your behinds off the street to doing dumb stuff or go to jail. And I'll happy to see you go either or.
Hey, look at it. Now that I've said all that stuff about Worcester teen, I'm going to say the real thing. Okay? This is the real thing.
Yep.
Worcester, you just made an agreement with China for 400 bikes.
Yes.
You just made an agreement with China for 400 bicycles to be brought into this city. They're here now.
Yep.
They're here now, but they're not a nuisance because they generate some kind of income. But yet these kids are a nuisance because they don't have the monetary wealth of the Chinese bicycle company. There's 400 bikes brought into the city.
They are
brought in.
Yep, and the article mentions that too. You know what they said about
What's
it?
that?
Those bad behind kids are stealing those bikes. Troop, they're stealing the bikes. Go to jail, you hoodlums. And you know who I blame? I blame your parents. I don't care if you have a single parent. I blame both of them for not raising you guys the right way and showing you. When kids come from properly raised houses, they don't ride in the street and trying to do tricks and do this stupid move called swerving.
And we
go to jail.
And we know for a fact we can say that it's the bad kids stealing those bikes. And we know for a fact it's not the bad kids stealing those bikes. They have their bike. You know, they have their bike. Call it what it is. There's a whole culture, population of transient people that live here in Worcester. They get the biking right away.
Sure, who's stealing the bikes?
The people, you got homeless people.
Oh, okay.
Drug addicted people and stuff that come from all the surrounding cities and areas and stuff like that. Who else is going to? This is what I would look at for stealing the bike.
Yep.
They get the bike for whatever. You put your little dollar or something, or however you get the bike out of there. You take the bike for a day, they sell it, and they can do what they want with the money. And they don't stay in the city. They're transients. There is a wash that comes in and out. You know, you don't get the same. There's not a group of homeless people that live in the city. There's a transient group of homeless people that come in and out.
Okay.
Might as well take a bike and get out and walk.
I blame them bad behind kids and their stupid single parents that ain't taking care of them.
They tried the same thing with the ice skates.
Oh my God.
And they found out, those kids don't even ice skate. They can't afford to get on the rink. You know, they had to leave a down payment of $25.
The texter says that they are our responsibility.
They are.
Yes, my kids are my responsibilities. Your kids will be fair game if they ride in the streets and get hit by a car. Unfortunately, we have to stop right here, and we didn't get a chance to talk about North Korea.
No. Not yet. And Iran.
Yeah, and Iran.
It's all over in a few months anyway. We're dead anyway.
Yep. You can catch us if you want to continue to listen to Trooper Joe and Truth. That you can catch us on 91.3 FM, Voice of the Voiceless, from 12 to 1 p.m. We will definitely be there today talking about the same stuff that we were just talking about.
Yeah, hopefully through a closer. Not that our audience from this is huge. We're big all over the country and everything, all over the world.
Wait a minute. A texter said Trooper Joe is right. I see it. I live downtown. What texter? What exactly do you see when you live downtown? Because I see bad behind kids stealing bikes, and I see bad behind kids needing to go to jail, doing crazy tricks on their bikes. That's what I see.
No, I see kids being kids, and I see the people who are getting these bikes and stuff. They're the transient people that's coming through there.
Well, the texter agrees with you, Trey.
Thank you, texter.
And both gave me a headache. Not the headache.
Give an aspirin.
Right. All right. This has been Truth It in the AM, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Another guest will be on Truth It in the AM tomorrow. Truth.
Oh.
Yakanan Maccabeus will be in the building for tomorrow's Truth It in the AM.
Oh.
But make sure to catch us Friday. Yeah. Oh no, you'll be here tomorrow for Archangel will Return to Chivalry.
Archangel, yeah.
Yeah, Archangel will Return to Chivalry. That will be tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m. It will also be on YouTube Live. It'll be live on Facebook, and it'll be on blogtalkradio.com/Archangel, a Return to Chivalry. You can catch us there as well. Though. Yes, it is definitely needed.
And it seemed like it needed more than ever.
Yes, it is, as I need aspirin more than ever. We will see you guys at 12 o'clock. I'll holler.
And y'all have that fun.